can't stand seeing TV programs or anything like that that shows you okay, this is a capsule wardrobe and they make it so flipping cookie cutter. Hi guys, and welcome back. So today I'm going to do a video on how to build a capsule wardrobe. There are so many features and videos on it, but this is my take on it. How do I narrow down to just the basic elements of a wardrobe, what I call the core? Then definitely watch this video. Okay, I'm going to have this video broken down into three main sections. The first is the category of clothing. The second is what is your lifestyle. And the third is whether or not it flatters you. And then I'm just going to have some notes on the end on just my overall thoughts. Okay, so first up, clothing categories. Now, this is to me the bare bones for building up a capsule wardrobe. I'm talking about each item of clothing that forms the basis of your wardrobe. So I'm talking about outerwear. And with outerwear, you've got coats, blazers, and jackets. I've just broken it down into three main sections. I know that blazers are jackets, but jackets has other offshoots outside of a blazer, and that's why I kept those 2 points separate. Also shirts, and I've broken those down into two main categories. One is the t-shirt sector and one is the button-down sector. Now we talk about skirts, and that is mini skirts, knee length, and midi skirts. And then we've got jeans. Now we can talk about different types: skinny, straight cut, boyfriend, girlfriend, flared. Those are like the main areas that I broke jeans down into. For shoes, I broke it down into 2 or 3 broad categories. One is boots, second is day shoes, third is night shoes. And the last 2 categories are dresses. I broke that down into midi length, knee length, mini skirts, and also different shapes for different silhouettes of dresses. And obviously for people who've got like a 9-to-5 job, you're going to focus on blazers, structured items, skirts, dresses as well, I would think, for the office, button-down type of shirts, and for shoes, you're going to focus on probably day shoes that you can wear just to get to work, and then switch into something that's a bit more elevated if that's sort of the type of environment that you have at work. Those are the basics that form the core of your wardrobe. The second point I want to bring you to is lifestyle. You have to be able to know, I'm sure you do, what is your lifestyle? Are you a 9-to-5 office worker? Are you a freelancer? Are you someone who works partially in an office environment, partially at home? Are you a student, or are you someone who is retired, or are you someone who is going to college or to school? Then you can pick out the type of basis on what your core wardrobe will look like, because it needs to reflect your lifestyle. So you can decide on which category that I mentioned earlier is more important to you to focus on. For example, students and college people, I would recommend obviously looking at sneakers. And when you look at sneakers or trainers, I call them, hoodies maybe, but again, it depends on the type of person you are, because you can be a teenager who is more into like feminine type of things versus someone who's more of a tomboy. So again, identify what your lifestyle is. What type of person are you? What is your style? What are you most drawn to? Are you, like I said, are you sort of the girl who's more into like fancy, very frilly, sort of pink lifestyle? Are you sort of tomboy, androgynous, who likes a bit of both? You're a bit of unisex. You sort of don't mind walking around in like beat up ankle boots. I love that. Or are you the type of person who's more into minimal looks? You prefer things which are solid colors. You don't like prints too much. You focus on very simple shapes, simple silhouettes, and that focuses right through into your home life probably as well. You're very much of a minimalist. So decide on your lifestyle first, and then decide on the type of aesthetic and style that you have. Because you know what? I can't stand seeing TV programs or anything like that that shows you okay, this is a capsule wardrobe, and they make it so flipping cookie cutter. They show you the same type of after or makeover look on someone who you can probably clearly see doesn't jive with what they gave her to look like, or they haven't taken the time to really figure out, okay, what is this person's life like? I want to reflect her. So whatever you made her up in, it's going to look like, oh my God, that is so Karen, or that is so David, or that is so Susan. I think that is so important. You've got to identify what type of person are you. If not, a capsule wardrobe is not going to be worth shit. When you're picking what flatters you the most, think about your shape, your size, and again, what type of person are you? For example, with skirts, Kate Foley, I'll insert pictures of her here. She, to me, is known to always wear midi skirts, generally speaking. She loves wearing those. So that is her stamp. That is her... that is who she is, and that's sort of like her hallmark of her DNA. It's wearing midi skirts. She's actually quite short in real life, but she can get away with wearing midi skirts because she tends to wear a pair of heeled shoes. She wears platform shoes, or she'll wear a platform that's got a platform to it. She rarely ever wears a flat shoe with a flat sole. She always has something just to give her that little bit of height, and then she can get away with wearing the midi skirts that she loves so much, regardless of her height. Thinking of someone like the body shape of, say, Alexa Chung, who is much more sort of tomboy model-esque, she tends to go with things which are high neck, so she loves t-shirts or dresses that go up here. She prefers, generally speaking, to cover her collarbone, and she likes boxier shapes just to add sort of width to her because she's quite narrow. So sort of identify with who you are. Who is your, you don't have to identify with a particular celebrity or street style person, but what is your DNA? Also with jeans, think about what jeans flatter you based on your shape and what jeans you like the most. For example, Caroline de Margaret, she loves wearing boyfriend slouchy, straight cut looking jeans. They don't usually taper, they usually end off very straight at the ankle, and that's her style. For me, I personally love a good pair of high-waisted, straight cut jeans. These are one of my favorites from H&M, but I just want to quickly show you. And they're very simple, they go up in the waist, and they suit me, they flatter my shape, and also they kind of go with who I am feeling at the moment, who am I sort of identifying with as far as like my aesthetic is concerned. So I want to wear high-waisted jeans, and not only that, I think they flatter my shape as well. But if you're the type of person who loves skinny jeans, think Kate Moss, for example. Back in the day, she used to love, in fact she probably still does, she loves wearing skinny jeans. And if that is your aesthetic, if that is who you are, if it fits your lifestyle, if it fits just who you are as a person, then I would definitely suggest obviously going with skinny jeans and making that part of your capsule wardrobe. Also, think about colors. I can touch on colors on a separate video if you want me to, so let me know in the comments below. And I can also touch on sort of what suits your body shape. So let me know in the comments below if you want me to do separate videos on those. But just to touch on colors, because I know I'm touching on these subjects now, but to talk about colors a little bit, think about broad strokes in terms of what suits you. And again, is it answering those questions? Does it suit your lifestyle for those colors? Does it suit who you are as a person? Does it flatter you? Now, you can answer those personally, so that's up to you. But as far as universally addressing everybody in terms of what colors suit you, generally speaking, brighter colors suit darker skin tones the most. The brighter the color and the darker the skin tone, the better those look together. It's that contrast. It creates that wow effect. Similar, if you are very pale skinned or light skinned, I generally find that colors that are darker look really particularly striking on you because you've got that contrast and you can really see the definition of the silhouette of what somebody is wearing when they have a lighter skin tone. And think about your hair color even. Redheads look beautiful in jewel toned colors. They really do, especially like sort of like an emerald green. Oh my God. So good. Makes me want to dye my hair red actually, but I wouldn't do that. So throughout this video, I'm obviously inserting examples just so you can see exactly what I'm talking about. Like I said, think of those three main questions when you're building up a capsule wardrobe. A, the categories. Go through each of those categories that I said at the very beginning, and you're going to build a capsule wardrobe based on a pair of trousers, a pair of jeans, a shirt, button down or t-shirty type of casual, skirts and dresses. You go through each of those and you want to fill an item along each of those categories. But within that, you then want to think, okay, second question, what is my lifestyle? And you can pick how many of each of those categories to get based on suiting your lifestyle. For example, if you're someone that goes to events a lot, you're going to be someone who's going to pick more fancier, dressier shoes. But within that category of deciding your lifestyle, don't forget to think about, like I said, go deeper, one level. Who are you as a person? Are you someone that's into like the frilly, or are you into the androgynous, or are you somewhere in the middle or somewhere in between? Identify what kind of person you are, because you probably instinctively already know. So just bring that out, bring that to the front, and use that to help you build that capsule wardrobe. Okay, and last points I just want to say, bear in mind that this is essentials only. That's the definition to me of what a capsule wardrobe is. It should be, imagine if you were moving in with your boyfriend, your husband, your ex, I don't care who, or your girlfriend or a roommate, and you find, shock horror, your closet is absolutely tiny, like ridiculously small, and all those clothes you've got, you can't bring them with you. You've got to be focused. You've got to think about those categories that I said in the beginning. You've got to think about, what is my lifestyle? What is my DNA in terms of my style, my aesthetic? You're forced to answer those questions, because you're going to fill that tiny little closet with those items only. So think about that. Think about those questions I said. To me, capsule wardrobe, I can see this in a graph, a round circular graph, and then imagine where you've got like circles that just go in on each other, and that the center of it, the core, is the capsule wardrobe. The outer circles are all the things that you just buy and you just look and you go, oh my God, I want that, add to cart, check out. But it's not really something that is going to last you throughout the years. You just like it at the time and you wear it, and you're probably going to get rid of it at the end of the season, if not at the end of 2 months. So, but the core, those remain the same. Everything else cycles around the core. Actually, it's like Jupiter, think about it. That's the planet. The planet is the capsule, and those spheres that go around it, those are the things that you just buy like all the time and look at. But it's the core that you want to keep the same. It's got to reflect who you are. So when you strip away and you onion out all the outer layers, you should look at the core, and someone should be able to, without knowing who you are, and someone should be able to look at them and go, oh, that's so Karen. Oh, that's so Daria. Oh, that's so Helena, or whatever. Because that core, that capsule wardrobe, truly reflects who you are. And that's the success of an absolutely spot on, perfect capsule wardrobe. So I hope this helped you a little bit. Like I said, look at this video again. Think about those 3 broad categories, actually 4. I'm going to say it again because this is such an important subject. Think about your lifestyle, then think about who you are as a person to determine what type of clothing you go for. And then the third and last is what flatters you, your body type, and just go with those items. So I really hope that this particular video was helpful to you, because it is important to every one of us. Me personally, I don't even know if I even have a capsule wardrobe. I don't think I ever will. I'm such a magpie, I'm such a chameleon. My wardrobe is extensive. So that, I don't know if it would have applied to me. But I hope that this video did in some small way, or in a bigger way hopefully, apply to you. So if it did, please do give this video a thumbs up, and please do subscribe to my channel as always. And that's it. You can follow me on Instagram and Snapchat. And as you know, I am not in New York at the moment. I am in St. Lucia with Michael. So if you want to see what we're getting up to, you can follow me on my Instagram stories and on my Snapchat to catch up over there. And that is it. And I don't think there's many bloopers at the end of this one, so I really went through this video. Anyway, I'm waffling way too much. I'll see you next week. Bye. Another video. God, I fucking forgot what I wanted to say. What is your... Oh my God. Okay, so those I just listed form the basis, or the core